Hello, how you guys doing? So last week we had our first live. Today, like I said, Mondays, GMT +1, 7 p.m. to 7:30. We will be together, right? Um, First thing, let me share the link to this live into the Telegram channel that you can see in the description, so that if anybody is around, they can join me, right? So let me generate an invitation link, copy it, and share in the channel. There you go. All right, done. So anyone who is subscribed to the channel can join. I think I can have a maximum of 10 people, simultaneously online. And the link to the channel is in the description in case you want to subscribe. So today, as we move on, things get better. The team has grown a little bit more, and we are working on certain guests, right? While waiting for them to arrive, maybe next week, I hope. Let me anticipate on something that I would like to be doing on Tuesdays, maybe more, we'll see, which is short live tutorials. So why is it short? Because otherwise it's not so impactful. Why is it live? Because then if you connect, then you can ask questions about it, live. And why tutorials? Because it's practical, no, it's demonstrative. And today I will share about mission analysis tools. There are a few of them. VTS time loop that I use sometimes. Um, STK, yeah, that I used some time ago, quite a while ago. And general mission analysis tool. These are really cool tools. If you want to visually if you want to visually animate your mission scenarios, and you also want to be able to collect some data about your mission scenarios, just to make sure that you are indeed achieving your objectives. These are good tools to use. And I'm going to show you very briefly the interface of VTS, so you get a sense of what it looks like. Okay, let's share screen so you can see. Where is it? Allora, VTS. There you are. Share. Okay, I imagine that you do see, or do you? Let me add this to the screen. There you go. So I suppose you now see my screen, at least VTS that I'm sharing. And basically, I loaded already a mission that I simulated. Let's see. I think I have a playback somewhere. Okay, I imagine that. Oh, yes. It is. So, I suppose now see my. I think I should. I think there's I need to stop the video here. But how do I do it? Ah, yes, this is how I do it. Fantastic. And I just need to check that you can still hear me. Let's check that. You can still hear me. Yes, fantastic. Okay, sorry about that. Little by little, we will get good at this stuff. Okay. So here I've already loaded a mission that I prepared and for which I ran the simulations and the calculations and things. I'll show you how to do that. I mean, it's going to be part of some of our trainings. But once you open VTS and you load some of the files, which files do you load? I showed you last time a little bit of IBM CIC. On there, you create a model of your satellite, and this model you export as a 3ds file and you load it on here, so that's the spacecraft that is going to be simulated in orbit. You can work on the orientation. It could also be files that you obtain from simulation in SimuCIC. We'll see that how you obtain all these files that will give you this nice simulation. We'll do that in some of our future tutorials. And if you want to decide what to visualize, you have these applications here. One is Surface View, the other is Celesia, and there are others. For example, if you right click here, you say add applications, you'll see a couple of other things you can add. No, we'll get into details progressively. Today, I just want to anticipate a little bit, tell you about what you should look forward to. So you would like to have a satellite, gather some data around your country. It could be agricultural data, climate data. It could be optical images. It could be whatever you feel you need. No, and again, like I said before, you first need to make sure that space is the best way to do it. So I'm going to play this animation here. And of course, it is going to show something else. Oh, I see I have guests in the house. I have in the house Zainab and Kevin Sanchez. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. You can switch on your cameras and things. Let me just finish showing this, and then I'll bring you guys in. We'll have a little bit of a chat. How about that? Okay, so let me share with you what surface view looks like. Right, I need to stop sharing the first one and then share surface view, so you can see what the simulation surface view looks like. Right? Okay. Where's the window? Allora, surface view. There you are. Okay, so now you can see surface view. And the cool thing is, well, you can't see the interface that sort of controls the speed of the simulation, but there is an interface that is controlling the speed of the simulation, no? And I could, right now it's going in real time. You can see the satellite is mighty slow. If I speed this up a little bit, you will see this spacecraft starts to move a little faster. Right now we're 500x. It doesn't do that in real life, But this is so that you can get a sense of how it's moving, have a little bit of an accelerated view of your mission, no? And here is the satellite basically orbiting the way you designed it to orbit, doing what you intended for it to do. And with these visualizations, you can easily see whether or not the satellite is performing um, as per the mission, as intended, right? I'm going to share with you Celesia, so you get a sense of, you can put these tabs next to each other, to really understand how your mission is intended to happen. There's something very important also about this visualization. With these interfaces, not only can you visualize a future mission, but but if you collect data, the right data, the right telemetry data, and depending on the mission data from a satellite actively in orbit, you can replay, what has happened in orbit. So for example, I have a satellite in orbit, and say yesterday, when I look at the data from yesterday, I see that this satellite did something strange. It's really weird. It was not supposed to, it acted abnormally. And I'm curious as to what was going on in orbit. Yeah, I can get the right data and use these software packages to to visualize what the satellite was doing the day before, and get a better understanding, on what might have gone wrong or right. You never know. Maybe you have um, surprises that are rather pleasant. Okay, let me stop the sharing, and now I'm going to share Celestia, so you get the 3D visualization. It's just showing you, so you see what this whole thing looks like. Where are you? There you are. There you are. And okay, so basically, where are you? There you are. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit on the satellite here. There you go. Very interesting. I'm going to do something, and like I said, in our future tutorials, I'm going to show you guys how to do all these things. All right, don't even worry about it. Right now, something of interest is the direction of the sun. All right, so I'm going to ask this software to show me, where is it? The sun direction. There. Now you have this yellow arrow that shows up, and that's the direction of the sun. And it's important because many times while you're doing a mission simulation, you want to have a good idea where is the sun. Typically, for two main reasons. There are other reasons, right? But more often than not, you are interested in the direction of the sun to make sure that your solar panels are exposed the way you want them to be exposed, and to make sure that sensors that you do not want exposed to the sun are never exposed to the sun. All right? So, generally, these are two things we want to what we would like from a mission point of view. All right, from an ADCS point of view, it's a different story. We'll get there. Okay, so let me run this simulation. Wow, it's going really fast. Let me slow it down a little bit. The nice thing is that you can rewind it, play. Right now it's 20x. Let me zoom out just a bit. So there you go. It's doing some very interesting things. It was interacting with the ground station, and now you sort of see it from this perspective. I want to change the camera. Let's see. 3D camera. Let's change the perspective. Let's see. Let's see if we can view it from a different. No, it's not agreeing to change while it is. Let's try this other camera. Allora. Well, in any case, we're going to get to that. This was not the point of today. I just wanted you to have an idea, you know, how your spacecraft moves with respect to Earth. You know, you can see in 3 dimensions whether or not this satellite is doing what you want it to do. And if you zoom in close enough, you can get details like which side is exposed to the sun. Um, the solar panels exposed the way they're supposed to be exposed, what happens in and out of eclipse and things like this. All right. So here you have a sensor that is switched on. You've basically verified that it's doing what you want it to do here. All right. Okay, so that was me showing you things that we're going to be doing very short tutorials, progressive tutorials on how to use these tools. I would like to be doing that on Tuesdays, so we'll have one tomorrow. Okay, so that's it for me. I would like to know if our guests of today are willing and ready to join. If there are questions, comments on anything that I mentioned today. Let's see who's in the house. Who shall we invite? Is Mr. Sanchez happy to jump in? Or perhaps Senab, I'm not sure. I see here something is disconnected on one side. Let me see if Mr. Sanchez is. Because we're basically around the. Okay, let me check something here. All right, so there isn't any question from Mr. Sanchez, and I suppose he's just happy to be in the house. Okay, all right, so this brings me to the end of today's conversation. All right. Tomorrow, we're going to have our first tutorial on mission mission analysis and design. And these tutorials, they're basically, you know, to progressively first demystify this whole thing. It shouldn't be scary or intimidating. All right. So on Mondays, when we have guests, you will see that the professionals in this field, it's really not a scary thing. And on Tuesdays, we're going to be having some practical work, and we'll see as time goes by. We'll have more and more programs to share what we do and love so much with you guys. All right. It was fun. I will see you tomorrow. But for this specific program, see you next week, Monday. All right. Keep well. Bye bye, everybody.